Coming up on Winning Bets, it's our weekly NASCAR show for a chance to win $60,000. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. That's right, it's our weekly NASCAR show where we have 3 contests for a total of $60,000. We can win $10,000 on the NBC Sports Predictor app. We can win $25,000 on the Finish Line app. And we can win another $25,000 on the Foxbed Super Six app. The guys this week are at Texas. This is an asphalt 1.5 mile track, and those are the exact same stats I gave out on last week's race for Kansas. And if you look at the racetracks in terms of the banking and everything, again, same asphalt, same distance. This is a very similar track to Kansas, which we just got last week. So I used Kansas as part of my research, but then you guys know also look at all the data looking back to 2017. That's my primary focus there while looking at the entire body of work. I think it'll be a good race. I mean, winding down here in the playoffs, a couple races to go till we get to that championship race in Phoenix. We saw Joey Logano go ahead and claim his space his spot in the next round. So just real fascinating. A couple more spots up the grabs. Let's see who goes and get it. Let's go ahead and start with the NBC Sports Predictor app. That's where we can win $10,000. That's where they give you a group of drivers for the 3 stages, and then you got to give them a top 3. So let's jump on into it, see how we'll do. Stage 1, I'm going to go ahead and say Joey Logano, and it wasn't really all that tough. He's got an average finish here at Texas of 6.14, 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and a driver rating of 104.3. And I'm going to still pick Joey Logano here. There's that notion out there that even though he won, he's not hungry. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you can turn a switch, on and off. These guys still have to stay hungry, stay competitive, so they're sharp for that, championship race in Phoenix. And then I am a believer of what's the best way to keep some of your competitors out of that championship race in Phoenix? Well, just go ahead and win again, right? If he wins again, that takes away another guaranteed spot from somebody making it to Phoenix, and now it puts the point system into play. So I don't buy into the notion that Joey Logano is not going to have a good race. I've read that narrative out there, and just not something I believe in. So I'm going to go ahead and say Joey Logano stage 1. For stage 2, I'm going Kurt Busch. He's got 7 top 10s. He's the only driver besides Kevin Harvick that has all 7 of his last races in the top 10. This is a man who's got consistency here at Texas. He was 8th in July, so again, consistency. And he didn't finish last week. So this is a guy, because he didn't finish last week as a playoff driver, he needs points. I expect him to have a really good showing this week at a track that he loves. So go ahead and give me Kurt Busch for stage 2. And then for the final stage, I'm going to go ahead and say Kevin Harvick. Look, in July, he finished 5th. He was 3rd and 5th in both of the stages before his 5th place finish. So obviously ran high all, race long there at Texas. He's got 3 wins, 6 top 5s, 7 top 10s, an average finish of 3.14, which is best. You got to take out Reddick because Reddick's only had 1 race here at Texas. So that average of 3.14 is best since 2017. His driver rating is 124.4. That's best by 14 points. Kevin Harvick loves him some Texas. Go ahead and give me Kevin Harvick in the final stage. For a top 3, that means I've got Kevin Harvick winning the race. I'm going to go ahead and say Joey Logano comes in 2nd place. I know that's, a little risky, a little ballsy because of his win last week, but I just think he's going to stay motivated. He wants to stay hungry, and the team wants to stay really sharp for that Phoenix race coming up in a few weeks. So Joey Logano is going to get 2nd place. And then Eric Jones, I've got him finishing 3rd place. Average finish of 8.57 is 5th best. 3 top 5s, 6 top 10s, a driver rating of 94.6. So a lot of success here at Texas. I had it in my notes because I did this handicap on Tuesday night that, again, he's a hungry driver looking for a deal looking for a deal next season. He's coming off a crash last time out, so he's going to be wanting to be motivated. And then my man signs a deal on Wednesday. I mean, come on, dog. Signing a deal with Richard Petty. You know what? It throws out that last statement about him being hungry and wanting to get a contract for next season. But I still think he's going to be hungry. He wants to show the new boss what he's getting, show the old boss what they're not getting anymore. I'm going to stay with the handicapping because the numbers say Eric Jones should finish 3rd. I thought he was boosted by the chances of him being a free agent looking for a deal. I'm just going to stick with it even though he did sign a deal Wednesday night. So give me Eric Jones to round out the top 3. That's how we'll do it over on the NBC Sports Predictor app for a chance to win $10,000. Let's now switch it over to the Finish Line app. That's where we can win $25,000. This is the one where they give you 6 groups. You got to pick the best driver amongst the group and then give them a winner and a 2nd place. I'm going to go ahead and say Group 1, of course, is going to be Kevin Harvick. Group 2, this was brutal. Of the drivers in this group in Group 2, their driver rankings were 4 through 7. and 10th. Absolutely brutal group. I'm going to go with Kurt Busch. And in those rankings, Kurt Busch was the number 4th driver. So better amongst those guys. Go ahead and give me Group 3, Eric Almirola, average finish of 13.14, 1 top 5, 4 top 10s, and a driver rating of 91. And you compare that to Dylan, his driver rating is 73.1. It was Eric Almirola. It just shows you that for Eric Almirola, driver rating of 91, even though Dylan's got a better average finish. Eric Almirola runs good at Texas. He's just had some unfortunate luck late in races, but that driver rating at 91 just means, like, you know, if he doesn't run into good luck, he's finishing in the top 10 with a driver rating of 91. So give me Eric Almirola here at Texas. Group 2, I'm going to go with Tyler Reddick. Look, only one race here at Texas. It was back in July. He finished 2nd. So I do like that, even though there's only one race to go off of. The next best driver, William Byron, his average finish is 17.20. And that's just a really big gap, right? Reddick one race 2nd. The next guy's all the way back in 17th. They can kind of come together a little bit, and Tyler Reddick should still be able to win this group. Not saying he's going to finish 2nd again, but again, just such a big gap for him to come back to the field. I still like Tyler Reddick to be the best amongst this group. And Group 5, I narrowed it down to Buescher, Nemechek, and Preece. Buescher has 4 races in the top 20. Nemechek and Preece, 0. Go ahead and give me Chris Buescher here for Group 5. And for Group 6, I'm going to say it, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Man has taken money out of my pocket the last 3 weeks, but you know what? I'm a numbers guy. I'm following the numbers. He's got 4 top 20s, which is best amongst this group. A driver rating of 72, which is best by nearly 9 points, and his average worst finish, or his average finish here his average finish is only 4 spots worse than the next driver. Get that on out of there. All right, so Group 6, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. You guys know for a winner, I'm already going Kevin Harvick, and for 2nd place, I'm going to stay with Joey Logano. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so that's how we'll round out our picks for a chance to win, what was that, $25,000 on the Finish Line app. Now let's go to the Foxbed Super Six app, where we win $25,000 more. This is the one that's brutal tough. This is the one where they give you 6 drivers. You got to pick their exact finishing position. Fingers crossed, nobody ever wins this one. It's brutal. Let's see if we can be the one. Joey Logano, sliding him in at 1-2. Kevin Harvick, I'm sliding him in at 1-2. Denny Hamlin, look, his stats as a whole don't look all that good, but if you break them down, his stats when he's running good, he runs really good, and when he's running poor at Texas, he runs poor. This is playoffs. This is crunch time. Hamlin's going to run good. Lock him in at 3-4. Brad Keselowski, exact similar kind of numbers when you look at him and Hamlin in terms of the good and the bad. Keselowski, playoff, needing to show up. He's going to show up. He's also going to run 3-4. Chase Elliott, he's got 3 top 10s in the last 7 races, an average finish of 13. Doesn't have the luxury of a road course this time, though, to get him to the next round. That's what he used at the Roval there at Charlotte to get him into this round. He doesn't have that luxury. He needs a good showing. Not quite sure Chase Elliott can do it, though, here at Texas. I'm going to go ahead and say he's at 7-8. And then Alex Bowman rounds out the last 6 drivers here. He's an average finish of 19 in 5 races. He did get 1 top 5, but otherwise it's really bad here for Alex Bowman at Texas. Even though he's a playoff driver, I think this is the driver that's going to get knocked out. It's this race that knocks him out. He doesn't have a good performance. Alex Bowman's going to come in at 14-16 is how I'll round out my chances there to get $25,000 on the Foxbed Super Six app. Guys, if you're interested in some NASCAR head-to-head bets, some real money, those come out on Friday's show. On Friday's episode of my daily sports betting show, I'll release some NASCAR head-to-head bets for you guys if you're interested there. Otherwise, go ahead and like this video. 3 competitions, chance to win $60,000. If I was helped in any of those 3 games, of any of those questions, if you're going to follow me on at least one of these picks, go ahead and like this video. Tell your friends good luck on your chance to win $60,000 on Sunday's race. I'm Jason Mattis, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.